be careful who you say no to. The fluorescent lights flickered ominously in the empty office as I sat alone at my desk, sifting through a pile of job applications. My role as a recruiter often involved making tough decisions, and today was no exception. There was one candidate, Alex Turner, whose qualifications were impressive, but something about them unsettled me. Despite their stellar resume, I chose to reject Alex for the position. Days passed, and the weight of my decision lingered in the air like an unspoken curse. One evening, as I exited the office building, a chill ran down my spine. A figure emerged from the shadows. It was Alex. Their eyes bore into mine with a burning intensity that sent shivers through my soul. "Why did you reject me?" Alex's voice echoed in the deserted alley, the words dripping with a venomous mix of anger and despair. Stammering, I attempted to justify my decision, but Alex's gaze pierced through my defenses. "You've made a grave mistake," they whispered, and then vanished into the night. As the days unfolded, my life became a nightmare. Strange occurrences plagued my every step: mysterious whispers, eerie phone calls with no caller ID, and chilling messages left on my doorstep. Panic set in, and sleep became an elusive sanctuary. One night, the phone rang, and a voice whispered, "You can't escape your choices." I began seeing Alex everywhere, on my commute, in the reflection of windows, even in the dim glow of my apartment. Each time, their eyes burned with a hatred that seemed to transcend the moral realm. Desperation pushed me to revisit Alex's application, hoping to find some solace in my decision. Instead, I discovered a note attached, a cryptic message that sent shivers down my spine. "Rejection has consequences. You will pay." Haunted by fear, I reached out to the authorities, but they dismissed my claims as paranoia. I became a shell of my former self, constantly looking over my shoulder, dreading the next encounter with Alex. One evening, as the shadows swallowed the city, a knock echoed through my apartment. Trembling, I approached the door to find a package, a meticulously wrapped box with a blood-red ribbon. Opening it revealed a polished human tooth, accompanied by a chilling note: "The cost of your decision." My sanity unraveling, I sought refuge in seclusion, but Alex's presence persisted like a malevolent specter. The walls seemed to close, and his whispers echoed through the empty corridors of my mind. "You can't escape," they taunted. One fateful night, I awoke to find Alex standing at the foot of my bed, their face obscured by shadows. The room seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy as they whispered, "You thought you could bury your choice. But I am the consequence you cannot escape." Fear gripped me like a vice as Alex's figure dissipated into the darkness. I fled my apartment, seeking refuge in the anonymity of the city. Yet, no matter where I turned, Alex's presence lingered like a haunting melody. In a final act of desperation, I revisited the rejection letter, searching for any clues that could unravel the enigma of Alex Turner. Hidden in the folds of their resume was a symbol, an ancient sigil associated with a vengeful spirit seeking retribution for perceived wrongs. The realization struck me like a thunderbolt, and I delved into the forbidden realms of the occult to understand my adversary. Desperate to break the curse, I performed a ritual in a desolate place, chanting incantations that seemed to pierce the veil between the living and the dead. As the ritual concluded, an ethereal wind whispered through the air, carrying with it a sense of release. The haunting ceased, and Alex's apparition faded into oblivion. Exhausted and broken, I was left to rebuild the fragments of my shattered life, forever haunted by the consequences of a rejection that transcended the boundaries of the natural world.